Hello, my amazing learners, and welcome back to the Wisdom English podcast. Welcome to day 4 of our new 10-day series, 100 Daily Routine English Sentences. I am so proud of your commitment to practicing every day. You are building a powerful habit that will lead to fluency. So far, we have learned how to talk about our mornings, our afternoons, and our weekends. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most enjoyable and universal topics of all, food and meals. We eat every day, we talk about food every day, and we connect with people over meals. Learning how to describe your eating habits will make your English conversations much more natural and interesting. And make sure you stay with me until the very end because I'll reveal the simple secret that will make your descriptions of food sound absolutely delicious. Ready? Let's talk about food. Part 1. The breakfast routine. Let's begin with the first meal of the day. Breakfast. This is the meal that gives us energy to start our day. First, we will learn and understand each phrase one by one. Please repeat after me in the pause, and then I will explain the meaning of each sentence. I'm usually very hungry in the morning. This is a great sentence to express how you feel. Hungry is the feeling of needing or wanting to eat. I go to the kitchen to make breakfast. A simple sentence that shows your intention and location. I pour a bowl of cereal. To pour is the verb we use for moving liquids, but also for small, dry things like cereal. A bowl of cereal is a very common breakfast. Then, I add some cold milk. To add means to put something with something else. I slice a banana on top. To slice is a specific verb that means to cut something into thin, flat pieces. On top is a prepositional phrase that clearly describes the location. Sometimes I prefer a warm breakfast. This shows your preference. A warm breakfast could be something like oatmeal or eggs. I cook 2 scrambled eggs in a pan. Scrambled eggs are eggs that are mixed together and cooked. A pan is the flat metal container used for cooking. I also make 2 pieces of toast. Toast is bread that has been heated to become brown and crispy. I spread butter and jam on my toast. To spread is the verb we use for moving a soft food across a surface, like butter on toast. Jam is a sweet spread made from fruit. I drink a large glass of orange juice. A simple and healthy way to describe your morning beverage. Shadowing practice. The breakfast routine. Perfect! You just learned 10 new sentences to describe your breakfast. Now, let's practice them in our intensive shadowing block. I will say each phrase twice. Repeat after me in each pause. I'm usually very hungry in the morning. I'm usually very hungry in the morning. I go to the kitchen to make breakfast. I go to the kitchen to make breakfast. I pour a bowl of cereal. I pour a bowl of cereal. Then, I add some cold milk. Then, I add some cold milk. I slice a banana on top. I slice a banana on top. Sometimes I prefer a warm breakfast. Sometimes I prefer a warm breakfast. I cook 2 scrambled eggs in a pan. I cook 2 scrambled eggs in a pan. I also make 2 pieces of toast. I also make 2 pieces of toast. I spread butter and jam on my toast. I spread butter and jam on my toast. I drink a large glass of orange juice. I drink a large glass of orange juice. Part 2. Lunch and midday snacks. Now, let's talk about the middle of the day. This section is about lunch and snacks. Let's learn the phrases one by one. I usually have a light lunch. A light lunch means a small meal that is not heavy. I often pack a sandwich for work. To pack a lunch means to prepare it at home and take it with you. My favorite sandwich is turkey and cheese. A simple way to describe your preference. I also bring a snack, like an apple. A snack is a small amount of food eaten between meals. Sometimes I buy lunch at a cafe near my office. I like to eat a big salad for lunch. On weekends, I eat leftovers from dinner. Leftovers is the food that remains after a meal, which you can eat later. I drink a lot of water throughout the day. Throughout the day means from the beginning of the day to the end. If I feel hungry in the afternoon, I eat some nuts. Nuts are a healthy and common snack. Shadowing practice. Lunch and midday snacks. Excellent! Now, let's practice these phrases about your lunch. Repeat each sentence once after me. I usually have a light lunch. I often pack a sandwich for work. My favorite sandwich is turkey and cheese. I also bring a snack, like an apple. Sometimes I buy lunch at a cafe near my office. I like to eat a big salad for lunch. On weekends, I eat leftovers from dinner. I drink a lot of water throughout the day. If I feel hungry in the afternoon, I eat some nuts. Part 3. Dinner time and evening meals. This final section is about the last meal of the day, dinner and evening snacks. Dinner is my biggest meal of the day. Biggest meal means the largest amount of food. I enjoy cooking a big dinner for my family. Tonight, I'm making spaghetti with meatballs. A classic and delicious dinner. I chop the vegetables for the sauce. To chop means to cut into small pieces. The sauce simmers on the stove for an hour. To simmer is a cooking verb that means to cook something gently just below the boiling point. We all eat dinner together at 7 p.m. We talk about our day while we eat. While connects the two actions happening at the same time. After dinner, I sometimes have dessert. Dessert is a sweet food eaten at the end of a meal, like cake or ice cream. I like to have a small bowl of ice cream. Before bed, I sometimes drink a cup of herbal tea. Herbal tea is a type of tea without caffeine that can be very relaxing. Shadowing practice. Dinner time and evening meals. Fantastic! Now, let's practice these final phrases about your evening meals. Repeat each sentence once after me. Dinner is my biggest meal of the day. I enjoy cooking a big dinner for my family. Tonight, I'm making spaghetti with meatballs. I chop the vegetables for the sauce. The sauce simmers on the stove for an hour. We all eat dinner together at 7 p.m. We talk about our day while we eat. After dinner, I sometimes have dessert. I like to have a small bowl of ice cream. Before bed, I sometimes drink a cup of herbal tea. Part 4. Real conversation practice. Incredible! Now that you have learned all these individual sentences about your meals, let's see how they can be used in a natural, flowing conversation. In this part, I will play both roles of a conversation between two friends, me, Sarah, and Mark, who are talking about their plans for dinner. I want you to repeat each line after me in the pause to practice your rhythm and intonation. Let's go.
Hey, Mark. I'm so glad I caught you. I'm trying to decide what to make for dinner tonight.
Hi, Sarah. I was just thinking about the same thing. I'm starving.
Me too. My lunch was so light today. I'm thinking of making that spaghetti with meatballs recipe.
Oh, that sounds delicious. But it also sounds like a lot of work. Chopping all the vegetables, letting the sauce simmer.
That's true. I feel a bit tired after work. Maybe I should just cook something simple.
Why don't you use the leftovers from last night? I had leftover chicken for lunch and it was great.
That's a good idea, but I don't have any leftovers. I ate everything.
I understand. Well, do you want to just order a pizza? My treat.
That is such a kind offer, Mark. Are you sure?
Absolutely. I'm too lazy to cook tonight anyway, and we can have a nice chat while we wait for it to arrive.
That sounds like a perfect plan. Thank you.
No problem. I'll call the pizza place now.
The final secret. Incredible. You've just mastered 30 essential sentences to describe your meals in English. You are building a powerful foundation for real-world conversation. And now for the secret I promised at the beginning. The simple secret to making your descriptions of food sound absolutely delicious is this. Use sensory adjectives. Don't just say your food was good. That's boring. Use words that describe the taste, the smell, the texture, and the appearance. Was the soup creamy and savory? Was the bread warm and crusty? Was the fruit sweet and juicy? Was the salad fresh and crisp? When you use these sensory words, you are not just telling your listener about your food, you are making them taste it with you. So, my challenge to you is this. For today, I want you to describe your favorite meal in the comments below. But you must use at least 3 sensory adjectives. Make us feel hungry. Join me tomorrow for day 5, where we will start a new topic and learn how to talk about your weekend plans. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Wisdom English podcast channel to watch our next videos.